Look. Look. I'm sitting right in front of him and he's screening my phone call. This is a typical Al Jiver right here. I'm calling him and he's screening my call. He's right in front of me.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Are you recording?
It's not available.
I'm talking to Dan Baker right now. So
Are you really?
Yeah, he outrageous. You want to talk to Dan for a second on camera?
Sure.
Okay, hang on. I'll put you on camera. Hang on, and I'm put you on speaker and on camera, Dan. Hang on. All right, go.
What are you doing, Dan Baker?
What's up, man? I'm out here playing with my dog.
Does that have your phone number on there?
Yes, you showing it. He's showing everybody your phone number right now.
We can.
And let the prank calls begin.
I ain't gonna lie, Al. This is super sketchy.
Where do you see inside this thing?
I mean, is that great stuff on the roof?
Yep.
Oh my God, Al!
I'm not responsible for what might or might not be living inside here.
What the hell is that? Is that the flux capacitor?
Yeah, that's the flux capacitor. And
all right, hold my beer.
It'll be fun.
Let me put that right here. You sure about this?
Yeah, man, I'm sure.
All good. I mean, we are just going like right there.
Man, we paid $500 for this thing.
You paid $500 too much.
Yeah, that don't work.
That don't work.
Where's Andrew?
This is not open. Oh shit! You know what? My battery's dead.
No shit.
It's almost dead.
Have you got another one?
I got another one in the truck.
Turn around, go get it.
Come on now. Don't matter.
I mean, we're right here, right now. It'd be a perfect opportunity.
All right, fine. Let's go get it. I didn't even flip them off and keep going. Screw you, hippies! Al, you sure we're going the right way?
Oh yeah. We're almost there.
I mean,
we're almost there.
I mean, there was an entrance that was like back there.
Yeah, we're taking a shortcut.
Jason really needs to mow his yard.
Where we're going, there's no roads.
I never in a million years would think a Geo Tracker would make it through something like.
Oh my God, you don't have no faith, man. Think of what people are going.
Oh my God, that's a cleaver. The cleaver.
Right in your nuts.
Al, tell me the story on the power inverter.
It's to run the this is Zombie Patrol, and we have the beacon lights. Unfortunately, the ones we had were 120 volts. And so instead of buying new ones, we just bought like this cheap bastard from Harbor Freight for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or something, and zip tied it to the dash. And
the cord wasn't long enough, so I said, fuck it, we're gonna put it right here.
Yeah, that's how we roll, man. I mean, make it happen.
Love it.
We make shit happen. This is a Dungeon of Torment. This is like a sideshow, separate haunted house. I think we got a lot of storage in there, panels and stuff from Transworld. You can film a little bit in there, but we can't really get in. We had to go in the back to go in there.
Probably snakes and shit.
Yeah. Well, welcome to our world, man.
Right.
You know? This is photo op. Yeah. These are cool, man. We got this story with, like most things we have, there's a story with these. These were actually in an abandoned house. My mom works as a administrative person at a fire department, and they were going to burn down the house, and they went in there and found all kinds of there's some pretty screwy art, man. Like this one over here come from there too. It's got like baby dolls and stuff on it.
Like that's how they found it.
Yeah, they found this shit in there. And it kind of freaked out some of the firemen and stuff, you know, because I mean there was some other stuff. There was some stuff we didn't bring out here that was like I don't know if you say satanic or whatever, but it was very much anti-Christian. Very, I will say it that way, very much anti-Christian. I don't want to.
Was a body in there too, or
Yes.
no
They
shit?
were just like you found them. Just
Damn.
like you see them. And this one actually had neon in it. It did not have skeleton. We put skeleton in that one, but that one had neon in it and a bunch of exposed wires and stuff. I mean, I don't know when it was built, but I'm assuming they were pretty old just by looking at the materials and stuff. And you know, they were like, look, you know, we found weird shit, and we know your family's into haunted house stuff.
We know you're
so
you're into weird
yeah,
shit.
I went and looked at them, and I was like, hey, man, hell yeah, we'll use them for a photo op or something, you know. So that's the story. But it's the entrance to Slaughterhouse. Some of you guys don't know, but a cool story with the sign.
The sign?
This sign.
The sign?
This sign was actually at Extreme Fear Haunted House in outside of Greensboro. It's a Brown Summit. And for years I went to that haunted house. It was one of my favorite haunts to go visit. Really cool people. I can't remember if it's Pickard or Packard family. I think it's Packard owned it, and they ended up shutting down probably about 5 years ago. And I drove 100 miles up there to get that sign. And
That's cool.
that's the entrance to Slaughterhouse. It's got firelights in it where it looks like it's flaming at night. It doesn't really look, there again, doesn't really look impressive during the day, but at night it's a cool piece. You know, going over this bridge
Yeah.
up into that. So you went through that forever, or I remember going through that, going to their haunted house, and when we moved Slaughterhouse to DHE and stuff like that, we kind of, that was something that I kind of wanted to carry on the tradition from little pieces of, you know, other people's haunted houses that are no longer around. You
Yeah.
know, so cool story with that one to me.
That's cool.
You know.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, this is the entrance to Slaughterhouse. Be on the lookout for any kind of copperheads, black snakes.
You look out for them. I'm gonna be
Oxen.
5 steps behind you.
Yeah. But they blend in with leaves, so you know.
You like ain't kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. Have you looked at this beside us? I mean, it's a big brush pile where when we put Slaughterhouse in, we
Alligator.
actually just pushed all this shit up out of the way. That is a barrier between Slaughterhouse and everything else. And yeah. But okay, we're here, and I'm probably gonna have to run around and unscrew some screws that are in locks and
Cobwebs and
spider webs, but this is it.
I'm waiting. I'll wait.
Slaughterhouse. Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute for real, because here's the deal. Last show we ran were lights out, and we didn't run the whole building and everything, so we screwed a bunch of the doors shut. That's not like a setup. That's like legit. So I can open this one, and I'll be back in a little while.
Good
I mean,
luck.
the power's not on or nothing. Go in there at your own risk.
I'll enjoy from the outside on the deck. Did you clear out snakes?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
First room's the butcher shop, and basically the premise of Slaughterhouse is it's ran by the Slaughter family, and they're your typical cannibal, redneck, you know, psycho, Hills Have Eyes, House of 1,000 Corpses, Texas Chainsaw Massacre family. And we feel real old school, man. I mean, a lot of you guys be looking and say, God, my had little tight hallways and stuff like that, but 3 foot's pretty much the minimum. I mean, the you know, we don't want to go any larger than we have to.
Right.
We can kind of keep it at 3 foot, but like I said, a lot of LEDs aren't working. Everything we use is LED bulbs. I get those from Drop Dead Design Studios there locally, and Laney Williams and Beth Williams. They're awesome. They're all. I light everything with those flicker bulbs. I've said it in a couple different videos, but like I said, the LEDs aren't working. Some of the other stuff's not working, but first room's the butcher room, and then you kind of go into a boiler room. I want to show you everybody for a second. Just put your phone down for a second. It's broad daylight.
It is. It's like
So when I tell people, like, we detail and then put it in the dark where nobody ever see it, this is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
There's some stuff not working, like there's some LEDs in these gauges and stuff that aren't working. I got to figure all that out, but this is like a bowler type room, you know, where, you know, in theory the butcher shop has to have a, you know, a heat source or whatever.
That's cool.
And then playing around the opposite side of that, the next room is our freezer room. Would you get the gimmick there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give that one. It's actually got cracked last year, but it's a mirror, and when it's cleaned.
We don't have to tell everybody how it's done.
Yeah, well, I'll tell them on this one, because I mean, this is old school. It's a mirror, and when it's cleaned, this prop right here looks like it's way like 8 foot down. And so, of course, we have this little chain supposed to be up. And we tell people, you know, don't fall down the elevator shaft. So, and you'd be surprised how many people actually think there's an elevator there. Whatever. But going from the boiler room, going right back into this is our freezer room. And we used to have an air conditioning here to actually keep it cold and all that, but that's out of the window now. We got too much going on. We don't have the room for it. But lots of bloody, gory, nasty props. And pretty much all this was traditional Slaughterhouse before we moved it. When we go out this door is where things start to actually change, because before we go out, I want to kind of explain it. Some of you guys know the story that follow me or whatever, but love Phobius, Justin, Nikki, love the Haunt House. It was the Haunt House before with Bart and Michelle and Michael Edwards and those guys, and they have a scene at Haunt House or Phobius, either way, where it's steps and you walk by the steps and going up to a second floor. And when we moved the Slaughterhouse DHE, I took the opportunity to basically build that scene. Like, I loved it so much, I was like, I'm going to tip my hat to them and kind of reproduce it. It's not exactly the same deal as what they're doing there, but you definitely get the same vibe. And I tell everybody about that. That's where that come from. You know what I mean? It's like one of those deals where I liked it so much, I said I want to do it. I told them I was going to do it, and I did it. So that's what you're seeing when you come out here. And it's
yep.
This guy's just here for storage right now. He's not even supposed to be here, but
yeah.
And we got a banner up there on the banister that Slaughterhouse like a vinyl banner, so it needs to be moved away. But basically, here's the steps, and how it works here at Slaughterhouse is you come out this door we just came out of, and we're gonna go out in the yard, and then we're gonna go do some stuff out there. And when we come back in, there's a pocket door right here that will be coming back in through, so the audience actually sees this from both sides. You see it from this angle, and then they actually come in and walk by it, which is kind of more what you do at Phobius. You know, so
that's cool.
But yeah, like man. And the daytime does not do this justice at all, because you can see the ambient light. It's just slat work up there and everything. Right. But at night, this is a killer scene with all the spider webbing and creepy cloth and stuff. This is very seldom do you ever hear me brag about stuff I do, and I mean, I get accused of being arrogant, but I don't say I do that, because I don't really brag about stuff I did. But this is one of those scenes that it meant a lot to me there, and it meant a lot to me the way we redid it here. That's cool. And I'm pretty proud of it.
I think it turned out awesome.
It doesn't look great during the daytime. It's not it's not the most detailed painted deal, but it's so dark, man, that you don't. I mean, I know that's a cop out. You guys will say, well, he says it's dark, so you don't have to detail it, but it's detailed according, like Alan Hop says, it's detailed according to show light.
There you go.
And we're not in show light right now. Yeah. So anyway, all right, we're going out back. This one you actually we're gonna walk through and everything you'll see, and another one I'm pretty proud of. Yeah. I mean, you know.
Cool.
So, I feel like I'm just talking like for nothing. You're not asking any questions.
Well, because you're typical owl.
I'm hogging the camera. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get me.
But every night he will want to play. Every night.